What's happening, everybody? Trey here, and today, reactions to the classics. It's time for another reaction video, of course, and today I'm going to be doing the Swirling Eddies. What a great name for a group, and their track Art Carney's Dream. I want to shout out our patron Scott for bringing this one to me today, and he speaks highly of it, and I'm looking forward to it. Scott noted in the write-up of this tune that this song is another composition by Terry Scott Taylor, the primary lyricist and lead singer for the Eddies, Daniel Amos, and the Lost Dogs. We got a couple Daniel Amos reactions up on the channel if you want to check those out after this. He said the song in question is an excellent example of how he blends his acute sense of humor and theological perspective into an effectively unconventional format. So that's pretty tight. And looking at this, Art Carney, he was an American actor, comedian, way back in the day. Was born in 1918 and best known for his role as Ed Norton on the sitcom The Honeymooners. I've heard of the Honeymooners show. I know nothing about it, but won a ton of awards in his day: Golden Globe, Academy Award, Primetime Emmys, all that good stuff. So yeah, man, looking forward to this one. Before we get into it, if you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps us out here, and hit that big red subscribe button. And if you'd like to have one of us here react to something at the channel, you can check out our Patreon page. Be like our guy Scott here. Thanks for all the support from the patrons, man, to keep this channel running. But all that to say, I got the lyrics pulled up. Let's get into this one. Already digging the kind of whirling guitars coming in. Really tight drum fills in here as well. Alright, I'm in this groove, man.
In a dream about you, I snuck past St. Peter in the early gate, and then the alarm went off and you were warm because the sign flashed second rate with my ears all full of wax and my hair greasy and crawling with lies. I went over and hunkered down, hid there behind the tree of life. I saw the humble and the meek passing by, with the proud and important, but I kept my distance from them because I smelled like Ed Norton, and I kept cutting my feet on the blades of the sharp diamond grass, and all the sick and indecent things I'd done went by in just a flash. My cinch beard caught the sweat, the tears, the blood, the crud, the saliva. I had a mouthful of dirty sores and Vincent's angina. I got this feeling you and all the people knew all along that I was hiding over there with my filthy little past and my dirty underwear. And then I caught sight of you. And your beauty broke my heart. Back in the deep shadows, 'cause I was sinking to heaven. Well, what could I do? Your beauty broke my heart. Wanted to come back in my manhood, 'cause I was sinking to heaven. Latin or Greek, but all the prayers that I whispered there to you were stupid, obscene, and weak. And then I got this idea to cover myself in a thorny bush disguise. Laying low, I crept along the shores of the river of life. I saw a wondrous city of pure crystal with its streets all made of gold. And then I smoked a Camel cigarette and shivered there in the cold. I turned around and saw a beautiful mansion out going up in flames. There was a stone sign in the front yard, and on it someone had carved my name. And then angels rolled out a fire hose. They were trying to save the place. I felt they could probably use my help, but I didn't dare show my face. And when the smoke had cleared, I cried out when I saw that everything was lost. There was no mansion anymore, just a single wooden cross. And then an angel tapped me the shoulder. He said, boy, you sure do smell like sin. And this place is pretty crowded, but I think we can squeeze you in.
What a verse, man. Production on this is great, man. What a track. Wow, Art Carney's Dream by the Swirling Eddies coming in here. Just what an awesome tune, just from start to finish, lyrically, instrumentally, man. Everything on this was on point in my perspective, man. I forgot to mention this came out in 1994 off the record Zoom Daddy. Obviously, it starts off kind of with those swirling guitars and a very psychedelic type of instrumental in there as well, which I kind of like, especially being in that mid-90s period and being a song that has, you know, a theological bent to it. It's nice to hear some like great musicianship on top. So shout out to the Jerry Chamberlain and Terry Scott Taylor on the guitars in this tune. An obvious highlight there. Lyricism as well was just on point. Kind of starting, we are in the perspective of a dream. He's going past St. Peter and the pearly gates, so we're getting already that kind of heaven type of a setting in there. But as we go on, the guy, he's dirty, man. His ears are full of wax, his hair's greasy, crawling with lice, and then he ran over, hunkered down, and hid behind the tree of life. Of course, you know, the tree of life first appears in Scripture in the story of Adam and Eve. Also reappears in Revelation. You get some more, you know, biblical imagery in there with the humble and meek passing by the proud and important. He shouts out Art Carney there, saying he smelled like Ed Norton, so he kept his distance. And then all the bad things, all the sin this guy had done, just kind of flashed through his eyes, and he was, you know, kind of almost getting sick because he knew that he was dirty, man, and he thought all these people were there. But then the chorus gets in, and then I caught a sight of you, and your beauty broke my heart. I hung back in the deep shadows because I was stinking to high heavens. Well, what could I do? Your beauty broke my heart. Wanted to crawl back in my manhole then because I was stinking to high heaven. So again, capturing the dirtiness of this guy, but in relation to the beauty of the love of you know, Christ, love of God, and I just thought that was so well put in there as well. And then that just further on goes in verse 2, talking, he sees all the saints passing by, they're speaking, he doesn't know if it's Latin, is it Greek, and then he lays low, he's by the shores of the river of life. He sees heaven, man. The streets are all made of gold, but then he pulls out his Camel cigarette and lights it up. Then a mansion's going up in flames, angels are there. Just the imagery of this is just like a story, man, just playing in my mind. I thought the songwriting was fantastic, and then he thought that, hey man, maybe these guys could use my help, these angels. The smoke cleared, everything was lost, there was no mansion anymore, just a single wooden cross. Whew. And then the angel tapped me on the shoulder. He said, boy, you sure do smell like sin, and this place is pretty crowded, but I think we can squeeze you in. And then, you know, that second chorus just goes to show that the beauty of Christ, with the single wooden cross there, broke his heart. Even through all the sin that this man went through, he was still forgiven at the end. If he shows that faith, accepts that love, man, that God is reaching out to him for. And that is the theological concept of Christianity there, man, and the way that the Swirling Eddies were able to put that into a song that was so tight instrumentally. Great drumming fills as well in here, I forgot to mention, and just a great rocking tune. And then you have a really unique story. I see what you were talking about, Scott, about the unique perspective that Terry was bringing here, and you still get in the theological concepts in there. You're not beating somebody over the head with it, though. You're putting it in a way that I think makes them think as well, and in a very, very creative way. I think that sometimes the church can get caught in certain ways to not share the message of Christ in the best way. And I think some people will respond to something like this more than just going up and knocking on somebody's door or something like that. So shout out to the Swirling Eddies there. Really awesome message, uplifting, in a cool kind of trippy story on top of all that. So thank you to Scott again for suggesting this one. Let me know what y'all think of this tune down below, y'all, and be looking for some more kind of Swirling Eddies and Terry Scott Taylor stuff in the future, I'm sure. And until next time, y'all, thanks for watching, happy listening, and I will see ya.